Wow, the folks at Venezia Eco don't hang around, do they? It wasn't that long ago I was reviewing their latest release, the Arsenal, a gorgeous automatic, ultra slim, integrated bracelet, all stainless steel sort of sports Garda watch. And I think that's proven to be a pretty popular model. So understandably, they've not hung about when it comes to producing an ultra black version. Now, their ultra black range of watches has proven to be their most popular range. And if you're not familiar with these watches, the dials have Musu black paint on them. It is a Japanese paint that absorbs 99.4% of light. So the dials are, well, very, very black. And when it comes to their ultra black range of watches, they like the Musu black dials to take center stage. Now, the original Arsenal had beautiful dials, really gorgeous, colourful, decorative dials. And again, those took center stage. There was very little on the dial. In fact, they didn't even want to clutter the watch with a seconds hand, which I know was a source of irritation for quite a few people when I reviewed that watch. A lot of you in the comments section saying, why have an automatic watch and then not include a seconds hand? Which I sort of understand, although if they were to put a quartz inside of this, I think there'd be far more people complaining that there was a quartz movement inside this watch. So I personally would still prefer there to be an automatic movement inside of these watches, despite there not being a seconds hand. But having said that, I would prefer this watch to have a running seconds hand. Like a lot of you, I do like stuff to be happening on the dials to show that the watches are actually running. But they've gone with no seconds hand, a couple of dual facet, very simple hands, and a very simple applied logo at the 12. Again, determined not to distract you from this ultra black dial. And when I say this watch is slim, it is very slim. The dimensions are good, but then when you turn the watch over and you just see how thick this thing is, it's almost hard to believe there is an automatic movement inside of this watch. And if you removed the logo from this dial, I still think many of you would recognize this as a watch by Venezia Eco. They have started to become almost instantly recognizable. Their watches are beautifully finished, and they do seem to have a fairly uniform look to them, an almost recognizable design ethos. Now, they're selling this watch with this strap for €800. I think it's worth paying the extra €100 for the bracelets. They sent me the review piece of the original Arsenal with the bracelet, and it is gorgeous. A hand finished, just a stunning integrated bracelet. It's nice enough on this strap. It sort of works because of the color. It's a black strap, a contrasting silver case, and a silver buckle with that black dial. It looks good, but the bracelet is so good, I think it's well worth the €100. So if you are considering buying this watch, I would seriously consider picking up the bracelet as well. I don't think you'll regret it. Some of the specifications I haven't mentioned yet. The caseback is a solid steel caseback with a design and Venezia Eco Arsenal written on it. No specifications on there. It is a screwed down caseback, so you've got individual screws keeping that caseback attached to the case. The crown is a screw down crown, 50 meters of water resistance, piece of sapphire crystal, 316L stainless steel, beautifully finished. No ghost position on the crown because this is the Miyota 9029, 28,800 beats per hour, hacks, hand winds. Steel buckle as well, a mix of brushing and polishing on the buckle. The rubber strap is a sort of matte and, well, can you polish rubber? I don't think you can, but it's got these weird sort of shiny reflective corners on it. I've never seen that before. A dual finish rubber strap. I think that's the first and only time I'm ever going to say that, but it's actually a nice touch. The polished chamfered edges on the case sort of follow on into the strap, don't they? I still think it looks better on the bracelet though. Beautiful crown, beautiful dimensions. Like I've said already, it's super thin. It's less than 9 millimeters thick. Yep, I don't suspect they'll have any trouble shifting these. Their ultra black range is very popular, and by all accounts, people have been contacting Venezia and Eco, asking them to produce this version after they saw the original Arsenal watches appearing on YouTube. So yeah, here it is. Let me know what you think, guys. And as always, a massive thank you from me to you for tuning in. Maybe hit the like and the subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and maybe the bell notifications icon so you don't miss out on future uploads. Cheers, guys. Have a nice week.